the show. Let's go. And what's up, everybody? It's Garsages. This is Garsages Gaming. We're gonna get the Inazuma. We pick up some stuff here. Pick up some stuff there. We are heading 570 meters away to get to where we need to go. So while we're on this nice journey down the path, like, subscribe, join channel, and have all the fun with me as well. So, Hippo, here we go. Oh yeah. Also, by the way, we believe this opened up. We could go do that again, which I will probably end up doing later. But I believe this also means that the wishes changed. No. Alright, so they're here for another entire day. So at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this will change and we'll get new items. Yay, us. Sounds amazing. So, anywho. Hippo, here we go. Alright. There's our waypoint teleport. Okay, there's one sitting right in here somewhere. I think maybe I should have went with trying to find Seat Lolly. Just so I have the vertical. Although...
Look out below!
This one seems to be not up there. Wait. Oh, jeez, I feel like an idiot. Up there. Okay, let's climb the post. Okay, there's one over there. There's a weird thing right there, but I'm assuming it's not in that it's in the tree somewhere. Nope.
What?
I don't see it. Is there like a cave around here, maybe? Two samurai. There is a cave.
Headbutt! Alley-oop!
Wonder how we open that.
Look out below! Headbutt! It's justice o'clock! Did that grow out of the ground?
Alright. I got us the job. Weird, but I got it. So based on what I'm seeing, there's a hole in the wall over here that I'd have to go through, but it's over there. It looks like it might potentially lead down below. So maybe there's a hole I can jump in? Wondering.
At the ready.
Just out of curiosity. What if I have to hit it with electricity? Let's try that instead. Where's he at? There he is.
What's the occasion?
Guess not? Oh, alright, whatever.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, let's get back there. Let's get back to my quest. It's been over a year since my son joined the army. Help search for my son. Katsumi. Okay. Well, I touched it, so that kind of sucked. What am I gonna do at this point? I mean, I don't really see any way in.
Congrats! Stop it now! Mighty mythical beast!
I don't know. It's like somewhere I can't go, so it is what it is.
Let the show begin. Ready, steady, go! It's justice o'clock! Headbutt! So shiny!
I think we'll have to figure out how to get into that at a later point. There's gotta be a way in. Maybe there's something in here. Nope. Nope. Okay, so that's all the other stuff, so yeah, that has nothing to do with
Let's get down to business. Following thunder! Finally, No. Cool. This stuff looks dope.
it. Looks dope. No? Okay, cool. There's the guy looking for help. Moment, youngster. Able to enter. All right. We can see if he's safe. A deserter, dead, MIA. I don't know. Could be a bunch of stuff. I wonder if that's we'll check it out here in a second. That's a weird dude. Okay.
Time to roll! Charge!
Guess I got something really huge. Yo ho ho, about a dandelion wine. Nice. I think it's this cool boat to ride around in. Alright. There's one. There's two. I see them over there. Oh. I didn't see that. I'm gonna feel like an idiot, no?
Did that grow out of the ground?
I mean, this is pretty cool and all, but... Your electrogram level is insufficient. So, I need an electrogram level? How do I make my level higher? I don't know, I'm not seeing any. Huh. We're trying to stay clear of that.
Get back on track!
Let's head to the south. Oh, I didn't make it. Okay. We'll get to that later, I guess. Let's Inazuma City.
I wonder what's on the other side of the ocean.
I'm not gonna play for too long tonight. Oh, blacksmith. Maybe he has something I can buy. Hajime. What do you have for sale? Nothing worth me purchasing.
Okay. The essence of the Ame no art is to have the patience to move mountains.
I need to go this way. Looks like I gotta go up. So hopefully this will get me there. Maybe this young lady? Kozu? Okay.
According to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Ah, that sounds about right.
Wait! We're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
Here's the invitation
The
letter.
Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Well, that sounds more like it.
Huh. Enter the tea house. Okay, cool. A little bit of tea. Make sure we get the finger.
Well, now that we're here, where's Toma? Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
What? Is that dog talking to us?
Relax, no need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form?
Where did the human looking?
Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
Now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
All right. I've had my fun.
Ah,
You're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister.
ventriloquism.
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But when the lightning struck... Ah, so you've heard of his story. His light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me.
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
Uh-oh. The all-seeing, all-knowing. Leave the tea house. We shall. Let us go.
My store is offering the latest in
Alright, we're getting there. Alright. Oh, it's over here.
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into the...
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt Decree.
Why did the Shogun issue vision?
Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts. As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent vision, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to whatever the case. The fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryo Commission to scour the nation for visions, and this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being...
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so direct. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt Decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day...
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then...
I understand
And
the
then
people's
what?
aspirations.
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. All right, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Yay! the
Finally!
residents. Oh, it's weird now. I guess we're going this way. Oh, that could have hurt just a little bit. Ooh, there's a bakery? Nope, it's a bathhouse. Okay, so I guess I need to go here. Let's go ahead and navigate, and then we'll head back up through. Try to get this taken care of. I can get on the boat and maybe come up this way. That might be worth it.
Running late again.
Need the speed of the demon. Give me 1 second. Nothing important. Let's continue. A wheat, rice. Yep, that's a little expensive. Knackwweed. There. Good enough for me. I'm skipping over all the missions we could do.
Time to roll.
Let's get our boat. Yep, gotta make sure I don't ride the boat into the dirt. Which I did again. I guess to the end.
Headbutt! Zero incoming! Oof! It's justice o'clock!
I'm a little confused. Nice. Beautiful place.
Alley-oop!
Whoa, that was weird.
Look out below! Ooh.
Are you here to play?
Power!
Let me amuse myself a little.
Headbutt!
Oh, where'd she go?
Ow, ow, ow! Hero incoming! Oof! Look out below! Charge!
Lightning flash!
The more, the merrier. You really know how to get me going.
We can do it! Yeah! Hero incoming! Oof! Heads up!
Let me amuse myself a little.
Take this!
Just...
Lightning flash!
A weathered arrowhead.
Mighty mythical beast!
And we got done, did it? Let's get the treasure chest.
Is this an answer from this world?
Ah, there's one. Nice. I'm not even sure how many of those things I have.
Gotta steer clear of other people.
Okay, that was weird.
I'm sure the Kamisato clan will be fine.
I don't know what that says. Reputation, that's what that is. First, I can do commissions for the Yamisato clan. If I pronounced that right, I probably didn't. I probably butchered the hell out of it.
So, this
What are
is
you
the
gonna do?
kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh?
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guests.
Is this the Shirazage Himegimi you keep going on about? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though
Yep.
the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh,
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
no, please, wait! Please, don't go! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
Visionless
A
people.
warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world.
Correct. Please do all you can to help them.
I'm sure you'll do great.
I don't know. But I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I gotta proceed forward. I guess. It's up there. I guess it could be under too. Is there a boat? There is. Right there. But where am I going? Oh, I just warped there. Jeez. I've always said warping was the fastest way to get there. And here I am, not warping.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about.
Ah, you must also be here to try and convince Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping
Okay.
out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving... But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder. We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
Okay. So he killed a bunch of monsters, did a bunch of cool stuff, and now he wants to leave.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the vision. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it. but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to... Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do.
Really doesn't feel like
But
letting him go.
equally,
Seems like he's a well-respected...
He's well respected, all right.
You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up it?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay. True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead?
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then...
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must
Let's
be
go.
If you
take a
don't
look.
mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of...
Okay. Let's go peer into someone's diary. As we look. Hey, look at the book. The book.
This looks like Tejima's diary, all right. Let's see what we... Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole... I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could.
I feel like
Seems
I'm
like your
speaking to a damn
average diary
chipmunk.
of daily village. Huh? I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine.
Cool, bro. We'll fix this guy up in no time.
So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy?
I don't know. Only Paimon would know. Huh. The rocks.
Here we are! This seems to be somewhere that Tejima visited a lot. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. It looks like a letter.
The
Konda
food comes
Village.
separated on work only for
Sounds
me
so
and go to the
familiar.
village.
Where is that
There'll
place
be a
again?
safe home for us there. Maybe it's like his wife or a friend?
Huh. So the reason Tejima came here, but he's been here for 30 years. Well, let's go give Tejima his...
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared. No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness. The feeling that something is missing.
Well, something is missing, bro.
Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really... Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, let's go find the next person. According to Miss Kamisato, the
I'll stay here.
Nope, wrong button. And we'll teleport down here and take a listen. 60 meters. 12. I bet you
They
guys
say
talked
the
to this
Tenryou
too.
Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. The ones But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation. How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself, I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the Nick.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
Well, I mean, if he lost his stuff, then probably lost all his others.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. No, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
Huh. But we better confirm. We should be able to follow...
I guess I gotta go that way. Why are you supposed to follow tracks when you can't? Oh,
we really outdid ourselves this time.
Slam down
All
on
those
'em.
samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the...
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey. You demand, but...
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Hurry up, Teresa!
Another test subject.
And that was easy
There
enough.
goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that. Come on, boss.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you. Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside?
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom.
You've got a deal. Now
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora. We better talk to this Miss Aoi. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah, you just traded your freedom for some IOUs. The weirdest thing I've seen. Oh no, the butterfly. That is some weird stuff, I'm telling you.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you... Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about? Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Whoa, whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting... But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he...
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people...
Wow. Kurosawa, and no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe back. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, if you're still curious, why don't you go ask him? I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Oh, but before you go, if you...
But we...
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree? Don't worry, I won't charge much for information.
At least we now know where the emergency provision... Let's go talk to Kurosawa.
Well, I had 700,000. Now I'm down to 698. We'll go talk to him in a minute. I wanted to talk to Catherine. Cool. Yeah, no, I gotta finish that one.
You can find everything and anything.
No.
Take this!
Oops, wrong character. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Gotta steer clear of other people.
There he is. Hey, bro, what's up?
What are you doing here all by yourself?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand, but I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed before he passed away, and said to me,
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now, taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition, but what use of virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need, and look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision, and the very people I was so desperately trying to help. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another trouble. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
Yeah. It's a shame. Very sad one. Sad. The Swordmaster's Pass is plagued with broken blades.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a Hyman heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no...
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, It doesn't look like... Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him.
Yep.
But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over. And he refuses to let us... Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So, we've asked the Shrine Maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an... But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll complete...
The Grand Narukami Shrine?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head Shrine Maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself.
Ooh, buddy.
Not that we'd have any means of involving the head Shrine Maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary Shrine Maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Alright, time to meet back up with Yelan. Our destination? A very...
Shh. So you decided to come just now, when Nanako was attending to him. She heard him whispering when she asked him who the people were. He said it looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew. Others we didn't recognize. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago. And he has been a wanderer ever since they wouldn't stop calling his name. The ritual has now begun. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch...
He's fetching some water. Gonna hang up.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get away with it.
After him. Dun, 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 dun.
Running late again. Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
Yeah,
How?
the shocked the last time.
How did you catch up with me?
Cause you're old,
Are
bro.
you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does, unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved.
Excuse me? We're the ones that... And what are you doing sneaking around these parts?
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day. Long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know...
His senior?
Anzai. Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward, but Domon was different. The
First thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that I thought so too at the time. But Domon began making swift progress in his training. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword.
Sure sounds like he meant business.
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Meikyo Shisui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately, that match used up every last ounce of energy in him. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, so you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the act. Still...
Yep, Paimon's not sure. I don't know, maybe we should give him back his...
What? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. And all is certainly not lost. For I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yai? Is that...
the head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed...
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the
Alright.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of—
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. Anyway, you should join us too. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui art, will do our—
Sure! After all, who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find...
Yep, maybe we'll be able to find out some stuff. Crap. There we go, boom. Oh, we're already 1 hour 15 minutes.
Time to roll!
Time to go up. Thank you, Beetle.
Hurry up, Brassa!
The hell? Yep, that's all I wanted. We'll figure something out. if we're looking up. Maybe a full stamina bar. Yeah, I should pull out Kachina. Ah, hell, I'll be fine. Probably a better way to get there than running up the mountain. Thanks. Oh, cool. Not what I was trying to do, but yeah.
What? Another bad one? No, let me try again.
That sounds pretty cool. It's a cool tree, though. A fox.
Do you think that's Lady Ai? Oh, no wonder Junior is so excited. She has a really striking presence.
Yeah, of course.
Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just... it was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Ai, it must be a possession. This is nothing like him at all. In the past...
Yay, Miko.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But... then did...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Ai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both?
Lady Ai, I'm not sure I
The path of the swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest swordmaster in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor sensei.
I'm sorry, Father, Sensei, Ansai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak.
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness.
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their head. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Meikyo Shisui. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Ansai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf.
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
Of course she does.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Okay.
I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you. She seems super
Spooky.
mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report...
Kimisato. 280 meters that way. Oh, goodness. There's a tree. Oh, there's Is there something that I'm collecting that I would give it? It's a weird tree, but it reminds me of the red tree in the Icelands. Oh, I have to get the sigils and then offer those up to... Oh, okay. Well, it's good to know. There it is. How do I get back? Haha.
What?
I knew I'd figure it out because I'm a one small cookie. I is a one small cookie, yes. Got it. Aha. We must go down.
Running late again.
Kind of weird to see what's all here. I don't want to leave this because I'm pretty high up. Maybe there's a thing there. It's in that direction. But where? Maybe up here? On the other side? I don't see it. Huh. Well, let's go see if this lady has to stay and then call it a night. Finish this up. Call it a night. Deuces up out of here. And...
Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Huh? No.
Huh?
Huh?
Can't you play her as a character?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them.
She's a nice one.
Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant?
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are.
Friend request accepted.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things, but I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider. You will? Really?
But you must keep your promise.
Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the
No, we're gonna go back to the tea house.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land. And even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs.
Oh, Paimon gets it!
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here.
Makes sense.
I bet they
Perfect
did.
place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here.
What kind of god is
The almighty
relationship?
Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority.
Better call something
But
else.
as I recall, it was her almost complete lack of any emotion.
No emotion, huh?
In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of,
An executive
well,
official.
an executive. Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing any. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue. The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that?
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like...
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island, but I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement.
I don't have any questions.
Paimon!
Oh? What would you...
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunter?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already... Well, for the moment, all we can do is try... For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, the problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the
Darn! So they...
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu. Exactly. I feel the same way.
So you're offloading.
But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should we be caught. By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Naganohara family.
Sure. Coal beans? We shall do that. So, with that being said, it is great to see everybody. We're pick up here later. Oh, I thought something was in the bush. Anyway, we're going to pick it up later. We'll continue where we left off, and hope to see you next time here on Garsachi's Gaming. Thanks for joining me. See you next time. Garsachi out.